got a new baby. We actually are expecting quite a few babies, but this is the new baby. This is the mom. Her name's Willow, and this is her baby. Oh, hi, Willow. Yeah, Willow. Yeah, she's so excited to be a mom now. She's like, I want all the attention. Yeah, I know, Willow. You're proud. You should be proud. This is her baby, Jemima. Oh, hey, Jemima. Yeah, she's so protective. She like, I don't know if I want you near my baby. But that's Jemima. She was born last night, probably around 6 p.m. or so. And yeah, she's looking after her baby, and all the other goaties like are really curious. And that's Vivian over there. She's 2 months old. And that's Sweet Tart. She's about 6 months old. And they're all like, whoa, look at that little baby. That's so cool. So little baby can stand up. She can walk. She's been drinking colostrum and all that. She's gonna get her umbilical cord cut very soon, but her mom's being real good. She's just looking after her and all that. So all the other goats are curious. People who don't have goats, they think, oh, aren't they gonna headbutt and hurt the baby? No, they never do that. See, that's Salmon over here. He's a buckling. He's about 6 months old, and he's just sniffing the baby like, oh, that's really cool. We got a new little buddy to play with. So that's pretty much what it is. You know, mom is being really, really good. She's the one who I'm really, really happy that she's a mom. Last year, during the coldest day, we had a snowstorm. She decided to have 2 babies. First freshener, it was her first batch of kids, and they were both stillborn. So it felt horrible for her because I knew straight up she was gonna be a really good mom, and so she was very upset. I could tell she was very crestfallen. But thankfully, Peanut over here, she had a baby, and Peanut was like, she took care of her, but she was like, I can do without this. And that baby was Lizzie over here. And so Willow ended up taking care of Lizzie. So Lizzie thinks that Willow is her mom. So Lizzie, I think, is a little bit, she's like the firstborn right now. Has to deal with a younger sibling. She's just like, what's going on? My mom has a new baby, you know? So Lizzie doesn't really know what's going on right now. So she's been getting extra treats because she's kind of like, what's going on? You know, I'm the older sister. Now I got a younger sister. Mom's not giving me enough attention. So we got some of that going on right now, but it's cool. But yeah, the mom is Willow. The baby is Jemima. Why did I call her Jemima? You know, most people know Aunt Jemima. Oh, she going pee, that's good. Most people know Aunt Jemima, you know, the syrup, right? Now it's called Pearl Street Milling Company or Pearl Milling Company or whatever. Jemima is actually a Hebrew name. It's from the Bible. So it means dove. Yemima, you know, with a Y instead of a J. But I've always liked the name Jemima. So, and it's a funny name too. So, you know, the baby's name is Jemima. And kidding season is here right now. This has been a strange kidding season for me. Most of my goats typically every year are born in January. This year I had no goats born in January. I had 2 goats born in December, which is early for me, and so far 1 in February. And I've got probably about 6 or 7 goats who are pregnant right now, who will probably give birth in February and March. I've got 1 who I think might pop today, two or 3 that I think might pop this week. So I'm kind of on like maternity duty right now, doing head counts throughout the day, because typically when a goat is going to give birth, she will segregate herself from the rest of the herd, and she'll just kind of want to be alone. You can tell a goat is going to give birth pretty soon if she gets really touchy. You know, if you get up on her and pet her, she's not going to be too happy about it. She's going to get really vocal. Whereas Willow just gave birth. You know, for the past month, I couldn't touch her. And now she lets me pet her just fine. You know, she's okay because she's with her baby. Whereas over here, Scarlet is going to be giving birth soon. I call her name and she starts going crazy. Scarlet. So, yeah, if I try to pet her, she's going to be like, yep, that's what they do. So, and her vulva is getting puffy. Her bag is starting to drop. Her vulva is getting puffy. And obviously she's kind of like a blimp. For those who don't know goats, the left side is the rumen. This is where the food is being digested. The right side is the babies. So there's a big bump on the right side. That means you got babies coming. And so she's just very vocal. You know, like I said, her backside is puffy, so she'll be ready to go. Maybe even today, I don't know. Um, but they're very vocal. Yeah, she's very, very vocal. Um, and she's with the herd right now, clearly. But when she gets ready, when she knows it's time and her water's going to break, she'll go away from everybody else. That's just always what they do. They don't want to be near any of the other goats. A lot of it, particularly, is if you have bucks. The fear with them is that the bucks are going to start, you know, trying to get with them, because the weird is that when a goat is pregnant, when a doe is pregnant and she's going to give birth, the bucks are really attracted to their scent. So sometimes you have to keep the bucks away from them. I've had that problem once since I've had goats in 5-6 years, but a lot of people claim they do have that issue. Another one that I think is ready to go pretty soon is Luna, right over here. You can see her backside. She's built like she's ready to go. Her bag is starting to drop. You can't see, but her vulva is puffy. You can see. I know maybe that's not appropriate for YouTube, but it's biology. The vulva gets very puffy, and you can tell it's going to be time to go soon. And this is her baby, Coffee, from this summer. So Coffee is going to be jealous, you know, once the babies come. But it's just what it is. So it's pretty cool. You know, we're going to have a lot more baby goats within the next month, I would say. And the good thing is we got so much rain going. The spring is really doing its job. So we got a lot of water also, so that helps. That's really nice. A lot of times when a goat gives birth, even after giving birth, even after the baby's got colostrum, and even after the baby can get up and walk, oftentimes the mom is not going to want to move. So I was with her last night because it started raining, and I'm trying to hustle her into that shack I have over there that I built for them, and she just didn't want to go. And I'm like, okay, well, I have no way of keeping you dry, but if you want to stay there, you stay there. So I put a coat on her, wished her a good night, and in the morning they were fine. They're still in this, they've been in this area since 6 p.m. last night. So, and you know, kind of when you get that situation, you just got to kind of bring water over to them. I gave her molasses for electrolytes. I gave her banana this morning for potassium and some treats. Just, you know, you kind of got to give a new mom a little bit of a boost in terms of, you know, energy and whatnot. Molasses is cheap energy for a goat. They love it. You know, because there are sometimes complications. Typically, the complications with birth are within the birthing process. You know, like I have a friend, and she has a animal rescue near me, and she had a goat pass the other day. This was a 3-legged goat, you know, or not a 3-legged goat. It had 4 legs, but one of the back legs was lame. And this goat, she got pregnant from one of my bucks, and she's a small goat. And we knew the issue was, you know, she might not be able to pass a baby through a birth canal. And lo and behold, that's exactly what happened. She ended up passing because she just couldn't pass the baby, you know. And so my friend and the vet went in and grabbed the baby and gently coaxed it out, and it was dead on arrival, unfortunately. You know, you always kind of hope that if the mom passes, at least the baby will be viable. But unfortunately, that happens sometimes where the baby also goes too. But, you know, I mean, it wasn't a surprise. She knew this was probably the likely scenario with this. And that's exactly what happened. So, yes, go drink your water, Willow. Good girl. Yeah, she's such a good mama. She's, you know, some people where I live, a lot of people are in cattle here. And when you're into cattle, I mean, since they're bigger ruminants, you're not as personable with them sometimes. But with these smaller ruminants like goats, they're so human-like with their behavior. When this goat, Willow, when she had her stillborns last winter, she was so upset, man. She was moping. She didn't want to be with the rest of the herd. I honestly thought she was going to die from heartbreak. So I had to give her a lot of attention and extra, you know, supplement, nutrition, and stuff like that. And, you know, that's why I'm so happy that she gave birth, and she's a mom now. She's ecstatic. She's so happy. So I'm really happy for her. Yeah, you could tell she's tired. Yeah, but she chilled out a lot. She's just happy doing her thing now. The interesting thing is that yesterday I actually checked her I was kind of guessing how far along she was, because she wasn't big like a blimp. It looked like she was carrying, but she didn't look big like a blimp. And I went to check her bag, and it seemed like her bag had just started to drop, but her bag didn't drop completely like it would seem, you know, for most goats who are going to go into labor. And so when she had a baby, I was just absolutely dumbfounded. I was totally surprised. It goes to show you with goats, you can, unless you get an ultrasound done, and most homesteaders are not going to foot the bill for that, you really never know when your goat's going to give birth. Sometimes it's a huge surprise. This was a huge surprise to me. Yesterday I guessed, and I said, oh, Willow's probably a couple of weeks out, maybe 2-3 weeks out. Nope, she surprised me. But yeah, she's taking care of her baby. The biggest thing is when they have a baby, you're going to know if they're going to bond together is if they lick the baby clean. If they lick all the amniotic fluid off the baby, you know it's going to go well. Over here, this is kind of nasty. This is her placenta. When I had my dog still, my dog would eat all that up. You know, sometimes the mom will eat it, sometimes she leaves it. It's really not a big deal one way or the other. But yeah, she's being a good mom. She's really taking care of her baby. Really happy about that. Looks like Clementine's curious, or she wants some water. Clementine, this one over here, is the herd queen. She's the oldest out of all of them. She's, about 5.5 years old. Goats will typically, this breed will live anywhere from 12 to 15 years. Somebody asked me recently which goats of mine are for sale, and I said, well, under, circumstances, any of them would be for sale other than this one, because I've had her the longest. That one who's pregnant, Luna, because she was my first baby. And then this white and brown one over there, because she was my second baby, and she was my first bottle baby. So she's never for sale, But when you have babies, you always hope for a female. And the reason is because you get another doe or doeling, it means eventually you got another womb to increase your herd. So my strategy is, like many people, is you keep your does, your doelings, let them grow up and become moms of their own. And typically you sell your bucks or your bucklings, or you keep one, or you can castrate or band one and make it into a wether, which is a good chill companion for your does. Everybody's got a different strategy, but typically that's what I do. This kidding season, I'm pretty happy because I've been getting more girls so far. Sometimes, like last year, I had one have triplets, and they were all boys. And I was like, what are you doing? Don't do this to me. And it just kind of sucks because, you can either sell them as bottle babies and get rid of them right away, which is going to piss the mom off, if she's a good mom. Or you can wait, 4 months until they're weaned, and then you can sell them as bucklings. Or you can wait 6 months or a year until they're full grown and sell them as big strapping bucks, It depends on if you want to sell them for meat or if you want to sell them, as for breeding or whatnot. So that's what it is. Good job, Willow. Good job, Willow. Yep, she's licking her good. Good job, Willow. What are you doing, Willow? What are you doing, Willow? Licking her baby clean. That's always one of the concerns when your goat has a baby is you really hope that they're a good mom and they start licking them and taking care of them, because if not, you got a huge commitment if you got a bottle baby. Many feedings a day for the first month. It's like 4 or 5 times a day. Definitely very difficult. Not difficult, just, it's a pain in the butt trying to get them to drink from the bottle, in the beginning. Some people actually don't use the Pritchard teats that you buy at Tractor Supply or the farm store. Some people like to use like a puppy bottle, It's always better when they're raised off mom, though. So thankfully, I don't have to worry with this one. Thank God. So guys, I don't have time for that shit. I wish I did, but I don't. For people just tuning in, this is Willow. Willow's the mom. Baby's name is Jemima. She was born last night around 6 p.m. Central Time, and so she's been alive not that long, but she's doing good. She's healthy. She's been getting colostrum from her mom, and she's just chilling. So it's their first day is always really not too much. They're just kind of, being alive, not really moving around too much. Couple days, second, third day, they start kind of hopping around and running around. But the first day, the mom is typically, she's just going to be staying in this area with the baby, just making sure she's okay. I'm probably going to try to hustle them over to the barn by tonight, just so they're safe and they're with the herd. It's always a little bit more dangerous when the mom is by herself with the baby out in the open like this, because, we do get coyotes over here in the Ozarks, and we do get bobcats, we do get bears, we even do get mountain lions, even though Arkansas, Missouri, Kansas, Oklahoma conservation doesn't want to admit it. We do get those creatures. So just, they're not readily apparent like they are out west. But I've seen bobcat before, not on my property. I have seen a black bear, not on my property, but back there up in the hills, maybe about, a mile away. But you gotta worry about that. Goats obviously are prey animals. How are you doing, Willow? She is so happy to be a mom. She is like over the moon. So I know I'm not gonna have any issues with her. The baby looks so goofy. And sometimes this does happen where the baby looks nothing like the mom. But if I show you what the dad looks like, you'll go, oh, that makes sense. I don't even know where the dad is right now. Oh, I'll go find him. He is... Yeah, he's over here. I actually don't know who the dad is. The dad is one of these bucks. It looks like, if I had to be honest, the one on the left is Tyrone, he's older. The one on the right is Saul. Baby looks like Saul. So, that might be it. So, not really too sure, but, there's some people who keep impeccable records, and I keep pretty good records about dates and birthdays and stuff like that, but it is hard to know who gave birth, who is the sire. In the goat world, that's what they're called. The dad is called sire, and S-I-R-E, and the mom is called a dam, D-A-M. Obviously, children are called kids. Everybody knows that. But, yeah, it's always interesting when a new baby is born, because the herd dynamics change a little bit, and that baby is now the lowest on the totem pole. And you'll see the goats, they headbutt each other all the time, just to kind of remind each other, who is who in the pecking order and all that, and it's kind of cool. The way live for me works on YouTube is within 20 to 30 minutes, that's when people start kind of streaming in. So this is just a basic stream where had a goat just give birth last night, so just kind of, showing that for people who are interested. I know some people are not, but this is Willow. She's the mommy. That's Jemima, her baby. And it is kidding season right now, so, it's fun. It's fun for people who are into that, and I definitely am, so Hey, Willow. Good job, Willow. Yeah, she's a good girl. She's gotten a lot of treats this morning. She got banana, she got some molasses. So she is being a good mommy, and that gets rewarded because if I can trust her with the baby, that opens up more time for me. Um, and, you know, I've got, I don't know what number I have right now. I've got in between 20 and 30 goats right now. So it's not a big time operation, but you know, I also only have 25 acres, so I can't really have a huge operation. So I got to kind of be mindful of the numbers I have, and always after the kidding season, you know, well, which ones do I want to sell? You know, it's not only selling bucks and bucklings, it's like, well, is this a proven good mother who I want her genes passed? Oh, those are my babies from December screaming out for mom. Mom is right over there. Babies are right there. Mom is right there. But sometimes you want to sell, obviously, you know, it depends on what you're looking for, but you know, goats, does that are not good moms, most people don't want to keep them in their herd. Now the problem is, when you sell them, are you going to be honest about it? Because people are going to ask, why are you selling her? And a lot of people are not going to be honest. So that's always a problem too when you buy goats and you bring them into your herd. I tend to keep a closed herd. Ever since I've had goats, I've kept a closed herd where I don't bring them in. I just, you know, they're born, you know, from what I have already. I did buy one this past year. Well, actually, I didn't buy her. It was a trade for some building materials, and she's a registered Saanen goat, big old dairy breed. And the rest of these goats are mixed breeds. They're Boer and Nubian and Kiko crosses. And I got Boer and Nigerian dwarf crosses, a couple of them too. But you know, the Boer and the Kiko genes are most prominent, prominently expressed with these, which is nice. I mean, it's a meat breed. People like them for that. You also get milk from them too, but they're not the best dairy breed, which is why I brought in that Saanen, because she's going to be really wonderful. And I'm actually shopping for more land right now, and I'm deciding if I want to get into cattle or if I want to do exclusively like a registered herd of dairy goats. Either is going to be pretty labor intensive and all that, but I like doing this. And you know, people always say don't get into farming if you're trying to make money, and I would somewhat agree with that. But you know, if you know what you're doing and you're able to experiment and put the time in, that you can also make farming profitable too. A lot of those people are just trying to keep the Johnny-come-latelys out, and all the, you know, homesteader cottagecore fanatics and people who aren't really about it. But I'm not that way, because you don't know you're really about it until you do it. You know, it's not one of those things like you can go to a goat farm and be like, oh, that looks so cool. But then when you do it yourself, you might hate it, right? Or you might love it. You might take to it. So I don't know. You know, there's a lot of people who hate on, you know, new homesteaders, and I've never been that way, because the only way to really know if it's for you or not is to be intensive with it and do it on your own. And the cool thing is, you know, if you get animals and you decide you're not about that life, you can just sell your herd, you know, and like you're not out any money, and somebody else who wants to caretake and steward those animals will get them, you know, so it's really no loss. And I know people who have been or taking care of animals in the past, they got out of it and they respect and have fond memories of their time. They just said, oh, it's not for me. Or, you know, I mean, if you're an on-call registered nurse and you want to be a homesteader at the same time, well, it ain't gonna work unless you got somebody like a husband who's gonna be, you know, Mr. Mom for the herd. So, you know, certain lifestyles and certain careers don't really mesh. But you know, Willow's doing good. She's eating. That's really good, because sometimes when they give birth, they kind of forget to eat. They're so busy with the baby. Yeah, Clementine, that's the herd queen right there. She's deciding if she wants to drink some water or go kind of snoop around and see what this new baby's all about. What's going on, Clemmy? She's all confused. Her baby, Sweet Tart over there, she was taking a liking to the baby, and she was hanging out with her earlier, so that's always a good sign. That doesn't mean that they accept the baby. They will accept the baby in due time. It's just, in the beginning, they sniff around. They're kind of like, what is that? You know, it looks like a goat. It's really small, though. What is that? This is Sweet Tart over here. Sweet Tart's about 5 or 6 months old. Hey, sweetheart, how are you doing? She's like, I'm eating, leave me alone. She's one of the main treat hogs in my herd. She sees me or hears me walk out the door in the morning, she's making a beeline to me. I cannot leave here in the morning or any time in the day without her trying to hit me up for not spare change but spare treats. It's just every day. She's on it. And she's like, I guess, when a guy has a daughter and like he always says, I'm not going to be that guy who spoils my daughter like a princess. Well, it's going to happen one way or the other. Um, you got, goats, you can amplify that by, 10. Hey, Clementine, how you doing? How you doing? She's like, leave me alone, I'm eating. The goats have selective hearing too. Anytime you call out their name, they can hear you. It just depends on if they want to respond to you or not. If they're eating, they're gonna ignore you. If they think that you have treats that are probably more appetizing than what they're feeding on, then they're gonna pay attention to you. It's pretty much what it is. So if you want to get used to a life where you are loved for what you provide, then get goats. Because yeah, they may love you, but that love is probably somewhat dependent on what you're giving them. Now we've got Blackie back over here. I actually just noticed her. Blackie is also very, very pregnant. She's showing signs she's gonna kid pretty soon. She's kind of big like a blimp. She's kind of vocal. Her backside is starting to get puffy. She's a good mom too. She's probably the sweetest goat I have in the herd. She's like, she'll come up to you and rub on you to get pets. She's really cool. She kind of looks like a deer. Hey, Blackie. Where's your baby, Blackie? Where's your babies? So if we look at her from the back, if she'll let me, yeah, she's getting kind of big, and her bag is filled. So she'll be having babies soon. Right, Blackie? Oh, she gonna go pee? Yep. Oh, good job, Blackie. That's a lot of pee-pee. Wow. Good job. Yeah. Yeah, she usually lets me pet her whenever I want, but since she's gonna have a baby soon, or babies, yeah, she's getting vocal. She's like, I don't know if I want you petting me. Hey, Blackie. You wanna say hi to people on YouTube? Of course you do. Are you shy? Yeah, you're a little shy today. Blackie. Yeah, I know. You're making that sound because you're gonna have your baby soon. She like, leave me alone. She doesn't want the attention today, I guess. You let me pet you, Blackie? There we go. Yeah, you can let me pet you. Good girl. Yep, there's where your babies are. Yep. Rumen, left side. Baby's right side. And so her vulva actually is not looking as puffy as some of the other pregnant goats, but it will get there. It is starting to look a little puffy. Just her bag is descending and it's filled with milk. So that's why I know her babies are going to come soon. She's a really good goat. She lets me touch her bag and her teats, which is really good. A lot of younger goats, you really got to train them to allow you to do that. So she's pretty good on the stand. She's good to milk. As long as she got enough treats to eat, she'll let me milk her just fine. Right, Blackie? Right, Blackie? You making a whole lot of sounds today. Hey, Blackie. What are you doing? Are you purring at me? Where are your babies? You gonna have your babies today? She's like, maybe. Yeah, where's your baby? Where's your baby? Her baby, she's not a baby anymore. She's about a year old. Peggy. I think Peggy is pregnant. Now it's funny, I call this one Blackie. Blackie's mainly brown, but she's got black on her back strap. And her baby, her name is Peggy. She's all black, literally, with she's got brown running stripes on her body. Blackie. Hey, Blackie. You gonna make some more noises for us? Blackie. You making the funniest sounds, Blackie. You making funny sounds, dude. Hey, Blackie. Hey, Blackie. She's like, I want to hide. She doesn't like the attention today. Blackie. Blackie. She's like, really? Blackie. How you doing, Blackie? How you doing, Blackie? You gonna be a good mom? Yeah? Silly. Oh, Blackie's being silly. All right, Blackie, I'll leave you alone now. You go do what you want. She might have her babies today. Those sounds she's making, she never makes those sounds, so she might have her babies today. I don't know. I wouldn't mind. It's actually a pretty nice day today. Sun's gonna break out, in an hour or two, so it should be pretty good. It'd be a perfect day for them to kid and have their babies. Hey, Jemima, how are you doing? Hey, Jemima. Oh, I almost stepped in her placenta. That would not be good. Yeah, Jemima, how you doing? Can I pet you? Is your mama gonna let me pet you? I think I'm gonna leave you alone, because your mama might get kind of upset if I do. Right, Willow? Jemima, come here. Can I pet you? Oh, yeah, she's scared. She's scared. She's like, who's that guy? I don't want that guy petting me. I don't know about that. I don't blame her. I'd be pretty scared, too. Some big doofus and 2 legs, you know. What does that guy want? No Diddy. No Diddy, no Epstein. Right, Jemima? Oh, Jemima, what you doing? My knees are cracking. Damn, Jemima, you're 1 day old. You're 1 day old. I'm 40 years old, Jemima. I'm 40, Jemima. Oh my God. You're 1 day old. I can't even remember. Wow. We gotta cut your umbilical cord too, and your mom's gonna let me do that. Oh yeah, you're starting to play. That's good. You're starting to hop around and play. Good for you. Good for you. Yep, you go hang with your mama. Mama's like, you need to get some milk. Good job, Willow. Yep, go lick her. Take care of her. Good job, buddy. God, I really hope it warms up. It's supposed to warm up today. I need to do my laundry right now. I gotta put my laundry on the clothesline. I really would rather it be, 58 degrees and sunny, which is what it's supposed to be. But the way it looks, oh, there's some blue. Okay. We get rid of those clouds, get a little bit more of that blue. That might be good, Oh, we're gonna go see the other goats now. Go over the stream. This one's pretty skittish. She always runs. She always runs. Velma. Hey, Velma. You want to say hi? Hey, Velma. Yeah, you're a goofy goat. Yeah, you're a goofy goat. She's like, I'm eating. Leave me alone. Okay. Scarlet. Scarlet. When you gonna have your babies? Are you gonna have babies today? Are you gonna have your babies? Yeah? Meh. 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 Hi, Luna. You gonna have your babies today, too? Maybe? Maybe. I don't know. What? Oh, you're gonna poop instead? Yeah, that's fine. You can... That's fine. You could poop. That's totally good. Totally cool. Hey, Scarlet, you want to eat some of this? Come here. Want to eat that? Oh, good job. You got it. Good job. Yeah, you like eating cedar trees, don't you? It's really good. You got some on your back. Let's eat this. Scarlet, here. Let's eat that. Come on. No, you don't want that. Okay, whatever. That's fine. Yeah, she is very, very pregnant. And she's very vocal. So her vulva is very puffy, so that baby's gonna come today, next couple days. I can't time it for certain, but it'll be pretty soon. She's a very good mom too. This will be her second time kidding. Her last time was over the summer. So, she was a good mom then. So I think we'll probably have a repeat of that too. I really hope so. Let's see what else we got. We got Luna over here showing off her skills. Oh wow, check you out, Luna. You're a big girl. I don't know how you hop up on your hind legs like that. You're pretty strong. She's very pregnant also. She's very, very pregnant. I don't know when she's gonna pop. Oh wow, good job. Oh yeah, look at that belly. Look at that belly, Luna. She's doing her acrobatics so she can get some of that, eat some of that cedar tree. Hey, salmon. Yeah, good job, Luna. Salmon over here is one of my bucklings. He's probably about 5-6 months old. Probably 6 months, 7 months maybe. There's a Sage over here. He's another one of my bucks. He is for sale right now, so he'll probably be gone soon. And that's Peanut. She's also pregnant. She's also very pregnant. Right, Peanut? You show everybody your skills? You gonna jump? You gonna get up on your hind legs and show people what you could do? Kinda, maybe. Peanut. Oh, you're gonna go pee-pee instead. That's fine. You're gonna go pee-pee. Good job. Wow, look at all that pee. Oh, this is the funniest thing. Watch her reaction with her lip, her upper lip. Nah, do it. Make your upper lip go up. No, I guess it's this thing called the phlegm response. They'll put their snout under when one of them's going pee, and it just allows them to smell better and kind of assess the health of the goats in the herd. Hi, Luna. Hi, Luna. Hi, Luna. Hey, buddy. What you gonna do? What are you gonna do? Hey, Lizzie. Hey, Lizzie. And we got our little runt over here. His name's Stone. I call him Stony. Hey, Stony. Lizzie. Ma. 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 Scarlet. Oh, good job, Sage. Good job, Sage. Wow. Good job. Hot belly. They're like textbook skinny fat human, you know, like big, tiny little chicken legs. Good job, Stony. Teamwork. That's teamwork right there. Scarlet wants some of that too. She's just too big. You're gonna hurt Stony, dude. You got babies in there. You're way too big to use him as leverage. Oh yeah, everybody's having fun. Good job, Stony. Good job, Sage. Everybody's having fun over here. Super happy fun time for goats. Solly wants to get on the action too. He just, I don't know. A little ornery, a little temperamental. Good job, Sage. As you can tell, hanging out with these guys all day is pretty easy to do. Time kind of goes by just hanging out with them, so pretty cool. Oh, we got some more over here. What do we got? Oh, we got Bella and her baby Cookie over here. Hi, Bella. Hi, Cookie. They're both pregnant. They're both pregnant. We got Peggy over here. She's pregnant too. You know, we got a couple more over here. Let's see. We got Coffee over here. Hey, Coffee. How are you doing, buddy? Yeah, I know. We got Iris over here. She gave birth in December. These are her two babies. They're going to get milk right now, as you can see. Oh, yeah. Good job. Good job, yeah. That's Sedona over there. He's the buckling. And this one is Vivian over here. She's the doeling. And Iris is about 4 years old. She's a good girl. She is not the herd queen. Her mom is the herd queen. She is kind of the first in the line of succession. If you really pay attention to your goats and their pecking order, you can tell who's next in line, and she's next in line when Clementine dies, which hopefully it'll be a long time away. But she's the next one. She's a big, bulky goat. So, how are you doing, Iris? You gonna say hi to me, or are you too busy eating? You're too busy eating, right? Yep. Yeah, she's like, leave me alone. Okay, I'll leave you alone. All right, bye-bye. And we got Tyrone over here. He's big buck. He got everybody pregnant this year. So he did his job. He is also looking for a pasture right now too. So he's going to be going to a new farm eventually. Selling goats, pain in the ass if you don't want to go to the sale barn, which I never go to the sale barn. I just sell them off local groups or marketplace or whatever. And deal with a lot of clowns that way. Deal with a lot of people who don't understand that livestock, not just cattle, are commodities, and thus they're not free. So you deal with a lot of local yokel clowns, but there are also people who are in the game and they understand, and so that's cool. Hey Bella, you gonna jump? You gonna jump? Do it, Bella. Oh my God, Solly, you're so stupid, dude. Such a stupid buck. He's strong though. He's a stupid buck, but he's strong. He's a big boy. Oh, good job. Good job. Good job, Solly. I got Sage going after it again, and that's Coffee. Coffee's helping out. Peanut wants to get in on the action. We got Sol again. Everybody's having fun. Well, hi, Peggy. How are you doing? How are you doing? What are you doing? You want to have some food too? Iris also sees that there's something going on, so everybody's coming over here. Get in on it. I don't blame him. What are you guys doing? Iris, look. Iris. Go get that. Go get it. Good job. Go get it. Whoa. Good job. It's a pretty good treat. Good job. Crystal clear blue eyes. Her baby's got blue eyes too. Sedona, what are you doing? Are you being a silly boy? Are you being a silly boy? Yes, you're being a silly boy. Hey, what are you doing? You goofy boy. There we go. Yep. You go climb on your mom. There you go, dummy. He's having fun. Yeah, no, you're too small to do that, dude. I know. One of these days, give it maybe 4 more months, you're going to be big enough to do that. What are you going to do, Bella? You going to jump? Oh, good job. Wow, you're so strong. It's so strong. It's amazing how strong they are, standing on those hind legs. Really, really capable animals. And for people who don't know anything about goats, I mean, they're really, really crafty. If your fencing is not good, you are going to have a very stressful time of it. But if your fencing is good, you can really enjoy just having goats and watching them behave and watching them eat and graze and browse and all that. It's pretty fun. Oh, good job, Cookie. They like to do that. They like to use their mom as leverage to go climb up and get some food. It's pretty funny. Oh yeah, Solly, what are you doing? Oh yeah. He's a big buck. He's a big boy. He's a big boy, and he is very randy all day, pretty much. So, having him around, I know, having him and Tyrone around, I know these girls are pregnant, Peanut, when are you gonna have your babies? Hi, Vivian. You coming to say hi? Hi, Vivian. Hi, Sedona. Oh, you were jumping all on me. I'm the playground now. I got it. Trying to eat my shirt. Yeah, well, you can eat my work shirt because all my other stuff is in the washing machine. You gonna headbutt me? Of course you are. Who's jumping? Sedona? You could jump on me? Oh, yeah. Yep. Hi. Hi. Yeah. That happens numerous times every day. They're like, yeah, I'm gonna see if I can climb you vertically. Now, if I get down on all fours like a table, they will. I mean, it's just like spontaneous goat yoga. Oh yes, the sun's coming out now, kind of, finally. Yes. Blue skies. Bella, what are you doing? Anyways, if you're looking for, you know, information in the stream, you're probably going to be disappointed. It's just goat stream. Just a goat stream for those who are interested, you know. Nothing special, just showing people. And like for people who were here earlier, Willow and her new baby are a little bit back that away. Got Sage over here. He's my kind of derpy goat, derpy buck. He's a little silly. See if he lets me pet him now. He's gonna run. Always unpredictable. Saul over here likes to run too. Unless he sees that I got treats, he likes to run. Velma over here is the newest to the herd, so she is pretty skittish also. She's kind of not really a social goat. She likes staying by herself. She'll stay on the periphery of the herd, but she likes to be in her own world. It's probably because she's a completely different breed than the rest of my goats, so she's always been an outsider with them, and they like to push her around, which is pretty stupid because with the breed she is, she's a Saanen